They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad, sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. Acts chapter 2, verses 46 and 47.
If you've been part of the Nicolaitan religious system for any length of time, the mutual participation that takes place in a home fellowship gathering may be something new to you.
In the past, you probably relied on one or a few people to be in control of the typical Sunday morning performance. But depending on one person to act on behalf of the many comes at a cost.
When activities or relationships extend out like spokes on a wheel from the person who's in charge, it makes that person a demonic target.
This individual becomes an intermediary between you and God. We warned about this in Lesson 19 of discussing how to restore the early church.
An organizational religious system indoctrinates people to be spectators during the Sunday service and to be relationally passive toward others throughout the week.
In other words, few followers of Jesus are helping others grow in their faith. Without intentional contact, there is no opportunity for role modeling.
Nor do you find a loving mutuality by which the more mature followers of Jesus come alongside the less mature for mentoring.
If this pretty much describes your faith journey thus far, then you need some dramatic Spirit-empowered change. What we're sharing is a way of life if you want to experience the relational intimacy and spiritual power of true load-bearing fellowship.
The Hebraic Home Fellowship family is just that, family.
No one individual is the key person on whom all relationships or activities depend.
And no one is a demonic target out of whom all other relationships emanate like spokes on a wheel, flying form on each other.
Among our Hebraic forefathers, each individual abided in a family-style formation, sort of like a group of aircraft flying together. We'll get to this analogy in a moment.
Study the relational connectedness in this diagram. You'll notice that everybody is somebody's parent, child, grandparent, uncle, aunt, or cousin.
People in relational cultures recognize that no individual can have the same relational commitment of time and energy for every person in their relational sphere, including their home fellowship family.
The development of spiritual maturity in the home fellowship is modeled by an elder, if one is available, or by the most mature man for the men and mature woman for the women.
The example of the spiritually mature in what they say and how they live flows out through the family formation. Each person is then encouraged to be responsible in their own trust journey with Jesus.
The goal for each home fellowship family is similar to parenting: to raise and equip mature followers of Jesus whose lives will glorify our Father and bring others into His kingdom. A biblical elder purposes, through humble, deliberate effort, to lovingly develop Christ-like successors in the faith.
As part of equipping a flock to serve, a fatherly elder encourages more mature sheep to come alongside those who need special attention. Sheep nurse lambs. Shepherds help the sheep do their job well.
Wise elders tactfully mentor and guide others in the flock to assume relational responsibility for each other.
That way the elders don't become targets of demonic attack by being the center of all relationships.
Instead, they're gently leading the more mature who have younger believers in their care. In that way, both discipler and disciple will grow in spiritual maturity as they trust Jesus together.
We want to illustrate for you the various relational connections within the extended spiritual family of a home fellowship. Relationships in a home fellowship are like formations of aircraft flying together.
A follower of Jesus who's discipling another believer in a formation will usually have a closer relationship with that individual than will other people in the formation.
This isn't rejection of the others, but prioritizing so that each person can contribute to the spiritual growth of someone within the fellowship family.
The more mature come alongside the less mature to help them walk more fully in their relationship with Jesus.
The less mature come alongside the more mature to draw from their life experience and mutually encourage each other in their journey with Jesus.
New believers enter a formation through their relationship with someone else in the flight family.
Within the extended spiritual family, each person helps another through loving availability and using their spiritual gifts.
The less mature look to those who exemplify more of Jesus in their lives and seek them out for discipling.
The earliest church modeled the trustee family we described in Lesson 3 of discussing how to restore the early church.
If you recall, the trustee family is the most stable family form. The resources and truths that ancestors have passed along from generation to generation are greatly valued, and the governing authority is normally patriarchal, ruled by the oldest and wisest males.
The trustee family pattern was predominant in the earliest church. Family loyalty is held in high regard. Senior members are the recognized disciplinary agents because of their acquired wisdom and experience. Divorce is rarely practiced in this type of family structure, and individuals are expected to set aside their own interests for the greater good of the family as a whole.
The solid stability of this family type is found in the Hebraic stream of Judaism, who first placed their trust in Jesus.
Within the spiritual clan, relationships flowed outward as the elders served the whole clan of families with wisdom and care.
Fellowship families operated like flight formations, led by elders who were relationally affiliated with each other. In this manner, they cooperated as a congregation of home fellowships, since they were serving their Lord and His kingdom purposes in the same general vicinity.
For example, each group, A, B, C, represents a home fellowship. Number 1 represents a qualified elder.
2 represents an almost qualified man. He's mature in years, but needs more character development. He may be an ish, a mature man who's preparing to be a zaken.
3 represents men who are approaching maturity and are continuing in character development. He may be a wounded male or a man who's just become an ish.
4 are younger men. They may be in the phallic or warrior stage.
The elders disciple those who are more mature, numbers 2 or 3. These in turn disciple others who are less mature, numbers 3 and 4.
In this way, the elders are preparing successors by concentrating on men who are 2 and 3.
And relational formations provide for everyone to both grow in maturity and learn to disciple at the same time. Within the Hebraic home fellowship family, there is no relational passivity.
As a man who is almost an elder, too, becomes qualified in a home fellowship family by discipling others, he may form another home gathering with those who are flying relational formation on him. These other home fellowships become spiritual kin to the first ones.
Succession of prepared elders is based on several factors: age and spiritual maturity,
The development of shepherding character and biblical qualifications,
a desire to represent our Father's loving care for His children,